Can Americans actually own property in Costa Rica? The short answer is yes. And in most cases, foreigners can own property in Costa Rica with the same ownership rights as Costa Rican citizens. You do not need to be a resident. You do not need to become a citizen. And you do not need a Costa Rican partner to own property. But there are a few important things you need to understand before you buy. The first is how ownership is actually registered. Most titled property in Costa Rica is recorded through the National Registry. Before buying, your attorney should verify the registered owner, property boundaries, liens, restrictions, and anything else attached to the property. This is one reason I would never treat buying property in Costa Rica exactly like buying a home in the United States or Canada. The system is different. The second thing to understand is that not every property is the same. You may see titled property, condominium property, property held inside a corporation, and property located within the Maritime Zone. That last category is especially important near the beach. Some beachfront and near beach properties may operate under concession rights rather than traditional titled ownership. The rules can be very different, and this is an area where foreign buyers need qualified legal guidance before moving forward. Third, you need to think about how you want to own the property. Some buyers purchase in their personal name. Others use a Costa Rican corporation. The right structure can depend on how you plan to use the property, your estate planning, liability considerations, and other factors. There is no single answer that is right for every buyer. And here's one of the biggest mistakes I see foreign buyers make. They spend months looking at houses before they understand the basics of the market. They fall in love with a property first and start asking the important questions second. I would reverse that. First, understand where you actually want to live. Then, understand how the buying process works. Then, build the right local team. And only after that should you get serious about specific properties. That is exactly why we created Costa Rica Property Insider. We have free guides, interactive tools, calculators, area comparisons, and buyer resources designed to help you understand the market before you make a major decision. I'll put a link to our free Costa Rica Insider Guide below this video. And if you're thinking about buying, retiring, investing, or relocating to Costa Rica, subscribe to the channel. In the next videos, I'll break down the parts of buying property in Costa Rica that foreign buyers usually don't discover until they're already deep into the process. And tell me in the comments, what is the one thing about buying property in Costa Rica that you're still confused about? I'll use those questions to decide what to cover next.